Welcome everyone. Welcome to Rise Up, another episode. My name is Zarina Chopra, and I am the curator and founder of Quantum Queen Rising, where women come together to connect to their higher self, ground down all that beautiful energy, and manifest and create their dreams as they get unstuck and connect to their power, their self-expression, their confidence. Today, I'm so excited to have Maria Joy here with us. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us. We're so honored to have you. Would you like to give a little background about what you do, where you're from across the world, and we're so happy.
I got a little connection problem here right now. I hope this will
Yeah.
solve in a moment. I'm from Germany, and I'm a singer and songwriter, and I just released my debut album, my first album.
So excited.
Well, I've been singing all my life, and
I just said it's so
sorry,
exciting.
what did you say?
You just released your first album.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And well, actually, at the moment, I'm working as a teacher, as a singing teacher, as there are no cards at the moment. Yeah, it's a lot of fun teaching as well. I really enjoy it.
So you're a singer, songwriter, and vocal coach and teacher. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So what's your story? Mm-hmm. So what's your story with your transformational story? You mentioned that there was something that you experienced and you needed some healing around soul healing. So how did you get into soul healing?
Well, my soul healing story started in wait, I gotta solve that. I really got a really bad connection. So
That's okay.
My soul healing story it's all good. It's just technique stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my healing story started in 2014. I was living in Spain, and I moved to Germany in that time. And it was really coming from this warm, beautiful land like Spain and moving to this really cold winter of Germany. And that was pretty rough. And, I had in that time no job, and I wanted to live for music only. That was my goal, like always. And I put all my energy in that. And so I tried to do a lot of gigs and play and play and play. And plus, on top of all that was happening, like coming from Spain to Germany and having also problems with my family. It was really a rough time, and I had a lot of pressure. And so one morning, I woke up and I felt a little sore in my throat, and I'm very sensitive to my voice, as I've been singing so long, and so I was feeling there was something wrong, and but I had to continue. I had to do shows, and I so went on singing and hope this is going to be better, but it was not going better. It was actually getting worse. So after a few months, I decided to see finally an ENT doctor and to check what was going on. So I went to Hamburg to an ENT doctor who is actually a doctor of the opera and is treating opera singers. And I thought, okay, that should be a good. And the result was very clear and that I had a cyst on the cords, and that was pretty big, the cyst.
You had a cyst on your throat?
So big, they told me I have to.
You had a cyst on your throat? Is that what you said?
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, there's an internet. There's like a lag. So you had
Exactly, on my vocal cords assist.
okay. Wow, that must have been tough.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I'm coming from a family who's always searching for natural treatments. And my mom said, okay, you got to go to see some other doctors and get different opinions. And I said, okay, I'm going to see somebody else. And maybe they are, not like these doctors who want to do, like operation, surgery, and so. And so I went to 5 different doctors, but the results were all the same. They
Wow.
actually told me if I'm not doing that quick, this could probably transform into a cancer. This is one doctor told me. He said, like, this is it's a bigger issue. You should really, really do the operation. It's necessary. And so I had 4 weeks left to go to a hospital in Germany. It's Charité Berlin. It's a renowned hospital, and to do the surgery there. So I said, okay, I'm going to do and try whatever I can. So speech therapy, healers. I went for 2 weeks in silence. I mean, the people who know me know that I even do it for one day. So I went, but I was really straight. I tried everything, but really nothing would work. It was my voice stayed the same. There was no change at all. And on top of all that, and I was really desperate. In this whole time where it was so much tumult in my life,
Turmoil. Mm-hmm.
I received the yeah, sorry, my English. I received on top of that the news that my stepbrother, he committed suicide, and that was really shocking news for me. So in the night when I received that, I had a dream, and in that dream he was like kind of coming to me and asking for help, or I don't know. It was just him there, and I felt okay. The next morning, I needed to do something for him, and I remembered that I met shortly after coming to Germany a lady, and she was doing some kind of a soul work, and I thought maybe she could do something for him, because maybe she's working with souls, and so I looked for her number. I had her number somewhere, like searching for it, and I called her up and asked her if she could do something for him, kind of ceremony or something. And asked her just the way, I have some issues with my vocal cords. Could you do something for me? And she sent me a book and gave me some exercises. She said basically you have too much energy in this upper part and you have to bring it down. And I know that she also was kind of a yoga teacher, and I thought, okay, she's going to do some yoga treatments, yoga, whatever. So I received that book. She sent, and this book was called The Soul Healing Miracles by Dr. Seagan Xiao. And it was a quite interesting book with a lot of things in it. And I was like, well, not confused, but it was just too much information for me. It was like I could not find what I could do with that book, So I just had a quick look at it and I put it aside. And yeah, the surgery was coming close. There was just one week left for the surgery, and I was on a point where I said, okay, I guess I gotta do that surgery. I guess that's it, you know. I've tried everything. This is not working. I got to do it. And funny enough, the day when I decided, okay, I got to do that, I sat down outside in the grass, and a little dragonfly came around and sat really close to me. And I watched that little animal, and it has this beautiful wings. And as I had done so much research, I looked at the wings, and they looked for me like vocal cords, like the structure of vocal cords, and the wings of a dragonfly were so similar to me in that moment. And I said, what a beautiful work of art is that fly and these wings. And then I saw how somebody would cut with a knife into these wings of this dragonfly. And I said, no way. No way. You cannot do that, you know. You cannot cut in those, you know, these wings. And so I started to pray. I said, something got to happen. So I called the hospital because I had only 2 days left to do the surgery, and I had to go to Berlin to travel there, and I had to see my doctor, and he had to have a last look on my vocal cords before he does the surgery. And funny enough, that this hospital told me they forgot my surgery. They forgot it, simply. They just, you know, I called my doctor and I said, how can that happen? She said, I don't know. I sent the email. I don't know. They didn't get the information. I'm very sorry, but yeah, we have to reschedule that whole thing. And I said, okay, that's how it is. And somehow I was very happy about it. And so we scheduled it 1 week, and I had 1 week left, and okay, I got 1 week target. I got 1 week, and I got to heal that in 1 week. I need to. And so I took a book again. I had this Soul Healing Miracle book from Xiao, and I searched up in the internet everything I could find about this man. Because I thought, okay, if this is a doctor, maybe he has a possibility. Maybe I can see him. So I found out he is living in Canada. So this is much too far from me, from Germany, going to Canada and finding him. So I thought, okay, there has to be another way. So what I found, that there was somebody in Berlin doing what he was doing these kind of techniques. He was practicing his way of healing, and this was the center in Berlin. So I called them and I had a very nice guy on the phone. His name is David Lush. Mm-hmm. And he said, okay, he listened to my story, and I was very happy that I could my heart somebody and tell him everything that was going on in my life. And he said, okay, I'm going to sing my song for you. And I was like, wow. I mean, it was amazing enough that I call somebody and who doesn't know me and just sings a song for me on the phone. That was pretty amazing. And he said, okay, I'm going to sing my soul song for you, and this is a blessing for you, for your vocal cords, for your voice. And that was an amazing experience, actually. Because it was not about his singing abilities. It was not about that he was a singer and is doing, like an song, you know. It was more he was transmitting something different that was
Mhm.
entering in my body and changed my feel in a way. And I was crying my heart out. I remember a day that I cried so much in that moment.
Wow.
I was crying and crying and crying. And that was such a relief. Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. Amazing experience. And in that moment, I actually forgot everything about that I had cyst, everything that happened, the whole situation. I was like gone, you know. So yeah, and
And he didn't
actually
tell you anything.
the day after, my voice completely. Sorry, you have to repeat that. I didn't understand a word. So
Oh,
sorry.
I was just saying, and he didn't tell you like what he was doing, that he was connecting to your soul on the soul level. He didn't tell you it was like Dow hands. He didn't say anything. He just said, I'm going to sing a soul song.
Yeah, he was saying just singing my soul song with for me exactly. Yeah,
Beautiful.
was singing his soul song. Actually, I don't remember everything about this conversation. One thing I truly remember is that he said he never picks the phone. You know, he is in the Style Center. He's working there, but he is as he is an American living in Germany, and usually Germans call. He might not pick the phone always because people don't, you know, not everybody speaks English or understands English. So I guess so. But in that moment, it was just perfect for me. So, but the funny thing is really the day after, my voice dramatically changed. As I said before, I'm sensitive to my voice and changes in voice, and my voice was really, I could hit higher notes again that I could not do before, and I I felt a shift in my a strong shift, and so yeah. I went to see my doctor at the hospital again because there was this second surgery scheduled and planned, and I had to, you know, set the appointment and see if everything was okay. And he had a look into my vocal cords, and he said, you know, I mean, you can have a surgery if you want to, but your cyst is so small, you know, it's not necessary if you don't want to. And that was really crazy. That was
Wow.
very, very crazy.
Wow.
So I had the picture. I showed him um, for the vocal cyst I had before, and he looked at that picture and he said, "Okay, this is at least half smaller, this cyst." And I was running out of this hospital crying, but not, you know, because I was sad. I was crying because I was so happy. I was so happy. I felt like really I made it, you know, in 1 week I made it. And since then I completely healed my vocal cords, and yeah, I decided that I needed to learn that, you know. I needed to learn because singing is beautiful. It's a beautiful experience to listen to a beautiful song, and it can be very heart opening, but what I experienced there was beyond. It was healing on a level that was not, you know, that I could not imagine in my wildest dreams. And so yeah, I
We
decided
have,
to learn that, and since I've been, you know, studying that, learning that, and now I can pass it on to my students. So
yeah, we have such similar stories, but so different. Like this is such a powerful story of you were about to get surgery and then within like 24 hours didn't need surgery anymore. Like, wow, that's just, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know, like something similar happened to me, but it didn't get to the surgery level. It was just, my body was like shutting down and I couldn't like eat anything anymore. And I just couldn't like, you know, I had severe anxiety, and then I'm like just discovered, you know, this healing, soul healing. And then same thing, like within like a few weeks, my body was like back to normal and like rejuvenated, regenerated, and I didn't have anxiety anymore. So I was like, okay, I also need to become a Tao soul healer. Like I need to learn this stuff too. Like I totally understand. Like once you receive something like that, you're just like, you have to learn it. You can't just continue on with life and be like, okay, that was crazy. Let's just go on. You know, like you literally, it stops you. It makes you, it really grabs your attention, you know? So thank you so much for sharing that powerful story. And yeah, if you're called to share with us, you know, especially some of the viewers or your soul song, that would be lovely. And yeah. Did you hear me?
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful also to hear your story. I try to still get this, hear you.
There's some lagging with the internet in Germany.
That's better now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yes, I'm very grateful that you're having me here, and I could share my story with everybody. I was always, you know, waiting for share my story, and I will continue to share my story.
Please. The world needs more soul healing for sure, especially right now. You know, like I speak to people every day and you know, explaining to them about the different levels of manifestation, you know, and like how things come into our physical body and create illness. And people, I feel like, you know, the misconception of like Western medicine. I love Western medicine. I love Eastern medicine. They're both very important, but Western medicine can only fix what they can measure at the matter level. If they can't measure it, then they can't detect it, right? So that's, it's just like, how do you measure how do you measure the soul? You can't measure, but you can feel it, right? There's no denying that. And I think that the more people that are exposed to soul healing, the more they're resonating at a higher frequency. So their soul is like they're releasing and healing at such a high level that it literally impacts everything at the matter level, right? Like soul, heart, mind, right? People that are dealing with anxiety, mental illnesses, you know, there's a lot. And so we're trying to, the more we share about soul healing, the more people can understand, well, you know, fixing it at a matter level is not really going to impact much, right? And so it can band-aid the solution, the issue for sure, but it cannot resolve the issue. So that's why I'm very passionate about sharing this, because it's like we're actually resolving it at the root, which is at the soul, you know, and the heart, like clearing the heart, opening the heart, transforming the heart, you know. So thank you so much. So where can people connect with you? Where can they discover your album? You know?
Yes. I got a web page that's called verajoy.de. That's our music project where I work with my guitar player together and a duo, and we have a band and a wonderful just got out right now. And so we are on Facebook, of course, and on Instagram, Vera Joy Music. You'll find us definitely. And we are going to be on 27th on Love, Peace, Harmony Connection program with one of our songs.
Yay!
And you can, yes. And you can connect also to my personal profile. That's Mary Joy Stork. Just like it as well. And there I will post more information about me and my sim doing, because as I told you, I'm post more about soul singing as well. So these are the two ways.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining. And we definitely look forward to connecting with you again and hearing how you're doing and checking out your album. And you can definitely drop a comment at the to give everyone the information after. And yeah, okay. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, sure. We write it down so it's better to have a link.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you. Well, it's not easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's definitely some lag going on. There's like maybe a 3-second or 5-second lag. That's okay. We did it. You did it. Well done. High five.
All right.
Okay, everyone.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It would be lovely. Exactly. It would be lovely to hear your soul song. I'm not sure how great the clear it would be, come through, but it's up to you if you want to share it.
Sure, I love to. I really love to share it. That the connection will be fine.
Yeah,
So, but I
wing it.
prepared everything. So, what you can do. So, well, you just relax and close your eyes if you like to, and I'm going to sing my soul song. And as you might know, soul song, for me, soul song is like an invocation. It's like my soul singing to you, my story. So. Hey ya yo, hey ya na no, hey ya no ya, hey ya no ya sa. Hey, hey, no,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Maria. Whew. That was beautiful. And wow. Thank you to technology for most of it coming through. We got most of it. So thank you so much. Yeah. I was just like, that is beautiful. And I instantly, like, I felt my entire body go, vroom, like the energy just, you're like healing me for sure. I felt like a
Really?
release.
Wow.
Yeah. Even in my own throat, like, whew, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What a blessing. Thank you for honoring us and blessing us with your presence and your soul song and your powerful story of transformation and healing. It's such an honor to have you.
Thank you so much.
Carolina says incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tom is saying the power of positivity. He mentioned that when you were sharing your story.
I'm very glad that you're back.
Well, thank you again. And we're going to leave a little link down below for how you can connect with Maria Joy. She's a singer, songwriter, vocal coach, and teacher, and she just released her first debut album. So we'll leave the information on this and a link below, and we will give you all the information you need. Okay. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you so much, Serena. Wonderful having me. Thank you so much.
Of course. Anytime. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.